On August 28, 1774, an extraordinary person named Elizabeth Bailey was born in New York City. At the age of 20, she married a successful businessman named William Seton. They settled in a fashionable house on Wall Street, and the young couple had 5 children over time. Tragedy struck when they lost all their wealth due to a conflict between the United States and France from 1798 to 1800, forcing them to move into a small house. To make matters worse, William contracted tuberculosis. The couple moved their family to Italy in hopes that the climate would help him, but his condition was terminal, and he died in 1803 at the young age of 34. Despite these hardships, Elizabeth's resilience shone through. With the support of a generous Catholic family in Italy, Elizabeth and her young children returned to the United States. The kindness of this family deeply touched Elizabeth, prompting her to explore the Catholic Church. 2 years later, she underwent a profound transformation as she converted to Catholicism. Elizabeth's journey to Catholicism was not without its challenges. Her family and friends were shocked by her decision and virtually disowned her. She was compelled to find a teaching job to support her 5 children, all the while grappling with her newfound faith and the rejection of those she held dear. After her children reached adulthood, Elizabeth became a nun and founded the American branch of the Sisters of Charity. This order was instrumental in pioneering the Catholic school system in America, a legacy that continues to this day. Elizabeth's deep devotion to the Eucharist, her genuine love for Scripture, especially the 23rd Psalm, and her strong devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary were the guiding forces behind her work and her faith life. Like her late husband, Elizabeth also contracted tuberculosis and died on January 4, 1821, at the age of 46. Throughout her life, she was not a mystic or a martyr. Instead, she was a widow who dedicated everything she had to God. She transformed tremendous personal tragedy into a remarkable gift for God and the Church. In 1963, Pope John XXIII beatified her, stating, "In a house that was very small, but with ample space for charity, she sowed a seed in America, which by divine grace grew into a large tree." Pope Paul VI canonized Elizabeth as the first American-born saint on September 14, 1975. In a ceremony held in St. Peter's Square at the Vatican, this momentous event marked the formal recognition of her extraordinarily holy life and contributions to the Church. Her story resonates with our scripture readings today, as 2 of the readings also feature generous widows. Like Elizabeth Ann Seton, these widows gave from a generous heart. Each had valid reasons to excuse themselves from giving, yet both chose not to do so. The giving we are discussing goes beyond material or monetary gifts. It encompasses gifts from the heart and soul. It's about returning to God what God has given us in terms of love, talent, compassion, and mercy. It involves using all that we have and all that we are to be instruments of God's love and compassion in our world.